The line of duty death is the most horrific event a fire department, family, or community can ever experience. The National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, in its effort to reduce preventable line of duty deaths and honor the fallen, has embraced the concept of a staff ride. There is a path to understanding why these deaths occur and an opportunity to share information to reduce the likelihood of the events happening again. The staff ride, a tried and true military experience, has been embraced by the Foundation in its efforts to reduce the line of duty death. In its earliest iterations, generals would take their staff out to a battlefield by horseback, and they would dismount at a certain place or several certain places and discuss what took place on the battlefield. The staff ride literally was soldiers going out on horseback and then standing at specific places to learn about the event. In the modern iteration, there are 3 phases: a preliminary study where attendees are provided with background material on the event, a field study phase where members and the attendees gather, exchange information, and then go out into the field to conduct visits to specific locations or stands that make a difference. The city manager in Asheville met us when we did the Asheville staff ride, and then we proceeded to the site of the fire through the cooperation of the owners of the building where the fire originally occurred and the Asheville Fire Department. Our location visit started with another overview of the events that occurred that day from Chief at the time. He laid out the response and what took place. The attendees were broken into 5 small groups, and they walked through the site and they experienced the incident from 5 different viewpoints from the men and women that were at the fire. This humbling experience took 4 hours to complete. It included visits with the first arriving engine company members, with Lieutenant Jay Betancourt, who at the time was a firefighter on the rescue company with Captain Jeff Bowen, who was the focus of our event. All of these interactions led to great conversations and interaction. The candor of the Asheville Fire Department cannot be overstated. What they experienced that day proved to be life-changing and career-altering discussions that allowed the attendees to have a better understanding of the conditions that were experienced that day, filled in the gaps of what took place, where questions arose, and explained exactly what the Asheville Fire Department went through on that fateful day. The perspectives ranged from senior veterans to firefighters that at the time were on their first working fire, and allowed us to delve into the decision-making process and the conclusion process. Many of the attendees commented that at the end of the discussion, they believed they would have arrived at the same decisions that were made that day, but now they have a deeper understanding of what to be aware of and what to look out for should they encounter similar conditions or events that are disconcerting, or be more aware of things like air consumption and carbon monoxide poisoning and work cycles. We wrapped up the sessions and headed back for the integration dinner, where our participants discussed that life-altering experience that we mentioned earlier. After a hearty meal, each attendee was given the opportunity to provide their insight into what they were taking away from this memorable event. All determined that they would never look at a line of duty death through the same lens again. And our appreciation to the Asheville Fire Department and the memory of Captain Jeff Bowen will last forever. For more information on a staff ride, contact the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation at www.firehero.org.